Hey guys, welcome back to the shop. Got a little propane tank filling process I'm going to do tonight, and I thought I might share the way I do it. Like a lot of things I do, I don't necessarily recommend anybody else do it the way I do it, but I will share my process for refilling these tanks. I've refilled these things several times. Keeps me from, I guess, throwing these things away, because to me that's a waste. You know, you get 1 gallon of propane and then you chunk it in the trash. So you can get a valve or an adapter like this. I don't know the part number, but Mr. Heater made this one. You can go online and look for something along the lines of a 1 pound to 20 pound propane tank adapter or something like that, and you'll find these guys. This tank right here is completely empty. I use just a regular old household scale, and with the completely empty tank, they weigh, give or take, in pounds, whatever that is, 13 ounces, give or take. This one weighs approximately the same empty, 14 ounces. Now this one's partially just a little bit full, so you're going to get a little bit more. You know, that's about a pound, so it's got just a little bit of propane left in it. My last couple of tanks are completely full. I haven't even used any fuel out of them. And that's 1 pound, 14 ounces. So the way you got to look at this is the tank itself empty weighs 14 ounces. And then you're going to put 1 pound of fuel in it. So your goal when you fill these empty tanks, and even if you fill one that's partially full, is to get to 1 pound and 14 ounces. So that's what you're trying to get. Now we're going to take this first tank and fill it, and I'll show you what you end up with, which is not what you think. Turn on my valve here. You'll hear it filling up. Tank will start to get cold from just the pressure difference. And you wait until you don't hear any more transfer, and that means the pressure is equalized between the big tank and your little tank. Now if you shut it off, you disconnect it, you get a little bit of that going on. That stuff smells so great. And you'll see you've only got 1 pound, 0.3. So we didn't get a whole lot in this guy. So the way I get the tank completely full is I have a refrigerator with a freezer. So I break out my old GE refrigerator, and I forgot that it was just about completely frozen solid. So I got to defrost this bad boy. So what I will do is we'll put this in the refrigerator, and what that's going to do is that's going to lower the pressure inside the tank by allowing it to sit in the refrigerator for a little while. It would have been better if I had defrosted my freezer before I did all this, but I forgot to, or else I could set it in here and it would cool off even faster. So I'm going to go ahead and fill the other tanks, top them off best I can, put them in here, let them cool down, repeat the process, and I should get more fuel in there than went in the first shot. .03. 1 pound, 6 ounces. £1 pound, 7 ounces. And again, my goal is to get to 1 pound and 14 ounces. So while these guys are cooling down for a few minutes, we'll run off and work on a few other things, and we'll be back. Okay, about 20 minutes later, I think, guesstimating, We're going to take them out and see how much I can fill them now. See if I need to do this again. Okay, so just remember that when you're doing this, if you pull them all out at one time, they're all going to start warming up on you, which means you're going to have trouble filling them. So I'm going to roll through these kind of quick. All right, now this one was pretty full to start with, so I'm not going to let it go until it just stops, because I don't want to overfill it. 1.1 or 1 pound 11 ounces. So we'll go a little more. There you go, 1 pound, 14 ounces. Spot on, not overfilled. And these other ones that aren't quite so full, I may have to put them back in the refrigerator again. Yeah, 1 pound 6. 1 pound 7. 1 pound 11. Whoa! 15 and a half. So it's about an ounce over a pound, which, you know, in the grand scheme of things is not the end of the world, but it is possible to overfill these tanks. That's my process for refilling these propane tanks. You know, the first time you try to fill them if they're at room temperature, same with the tank, you'll get some in it, and then you can cool them back down in a refrigerator or freezer. Obviously a freezer compartment's going to get it there faster. This one was really close. It was 1 pound 14 ounces, like the factory can. I haven't used this one yet. It's still got the cap on top. That one is 1 pound 14 ounces. This one we got to 1 pound 13 ounces. I might top that one off just a hair. That was 1 pound 14 ounces. And this one is actually just a hair over at 1 pound and 15 ounces. It is possible to overfill these. That's the cautionary tale with doing this process. But like I say, proceed at your own risk. But it will saves me money on the long run, not having to buy these tanks every time I deplete one. The only time you would really need to buy a new tank is if you had one of these leaking, which they will do. So appreciate you watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one.